Hey, what's up, everybody? Sebastian Castillo here, and in this video, I'm going to get straight to it. Everything you need to know about how to actually build a business from zero. And this is the video that I wish I had when I started right at the beginning. It is actually pretty simple, but people like to overcomplicate it, mostly because they want to sell you stuff. They want to sell you their coaching, their course, their ebook, whatever it is. But literally, all the information in this video is what you need to just get started, okay? Maybe down the line, you'll find that, okay, maybe I can buy this guy's email templates and increase my response rates. Or maybe I can get training from this guy and I can learn to do better service delivery. But the important thing is that you actually know what you're getting into and you have a target to aim at. Because there's so many people out there saying, just build a business, bro. Just get your online business started. Just be a freelancer, bro. But they don't tell you what that entails. They don't lay it out for you and explain it in detail, right? The truth is often unsexy and not that popular. But I'm just going to give it to you here because if you're watching my channel, you know that and you want the truth. So here it is. So a couple things to get out of the way first, okay? You have to understand that one of the hardest parts of building any business is putting in the hours initially and coming to grips with the fact that a lot of the time you put into it is going to be tough. It's going to be boring. It's going to be repetitive. You're going to get a lot of rejections, right? Until you actually land your first client or your first customer. And this is all most likely being done while you're already working a part-time or full-time job. If you're one of these younger guys or girls, whatever, who's still living at home with their parents and you don't have to pay rent or food, then consider yourself highly blessed because you are in a phenomenal position to just literally spend every single day reaching out to companies or decision makers and generating some business. So that's one thing. The second thing is every single day, if you're like me, you're interested in learning different ways to make money. So you're getting inundated with all these different messages from all these gurus, from all these people telling you, you can make this much, you can make $10,000 in your first month, you can start a Shopify store, you can flip cell phones, all this stuff. All this stuff does make money, but again, a lot of these people are leaving out key information because they just want to make money from their mentorships and their courses. They don't give a shit if you actually succeed or not. And, they know that a lot of us out here are willing to pay $200, $500, $1,000, $5,000 to fast track the path to getting to a point where you're actually making money from your online business, right? And we figure, especially if you're working a job already and you have some savings, you think, okay, well, and they make this argument. Oh, well, you could spend the next couple of months looking around on YouTube and reading blog posts and trying to piece things together, or you could just spend some money now, invest in yourself, buy my course, buy my coaching, and you're gonna get there so much faster and start making money a lot sooner. And in some cases, that's true. It is true sometimes. But you should try looking for solutions on Google and YouTube first. And this is key, you have to ask the right questions. This is the purpose of this video, to give you a very, very clear idea of what a business is, okay? So the very first thing is you have to figure out what kind of service you're going to do. We're not even looking at products, okay? Because the chances are you don't have much capital to start with. Even if you do, you probably don't want to jump into an e-commerce business or something like that because it is capital intensive. And like I just said, a lot of these gurus are banking on the fact that you don't know what you're doing and that you're just going to dive in, you're going to blow a whole bunch of money on inventory, on ads, on training, and you're not going to see any returns within a reasonable time frame, okay? This is why I say a service is better, because it doesn't require much to get started at all these days, okay? So you might be asking, okay, great, Sebastian, what kind of services should I do? Glad you asked, okay? I'm no expert in all of these, but I have dabbled in some of them, and I've learned to deliver some of them. So the first would be web design. right? If you know how to use Elementor or Webflow or even custom designs or create custom designs for websites, that's great. You can sell that. If you know copywriting, now this is a really popular one because everyone and their mom thinks, oh, I can just write a couple of words and then get paid for it. No, you actually need to be good at putting words together in English first, right? You can't just be, even native English speakers, okay? I'm not targeting, people from India or whatever, right? There are plenty of people in the States and Canada who suck at writing, right? They couldn't write to save their lives, okay? So you need to figure out how to write with proper grammar. And more importantly, you need to make your writing concise and convey a very specific message. And in this case, when it comes to copywriting, the message is, and this is very oversimplified, but the message is, this is the product or service you're looking for that's going to give you the results that you're looking for within a faster time frame than you would otherwise get the results. You should buy this right now. You need to buy this right now, okay? So web design, copywriting, SEO, right? Making sure that websites are ranking high. This could be for e-commerce stores. This could be for brick and mortar stores. This could be for software as a service businesses, right? What else do we have? Appointment setting and closing. You can help other organizations that have a high ticket product and you can sell on their behalf and you earn a commission. Okay? What else can you do? To be more specific with copywriting, you could do email marketing. You could write emails for people with coaching programs. You could write emails for e-commerce stores. You could write emails for brick and mortar stores. You could write emails for organizations. For example, I think just the other day, I saw that one copywriter I used to work with was writing emails for Cesar Millan, the dog trainer, celebrity, right? So a lot of people actually need this service, right? And like I said earlier, a lot of them suck at writing. Not even just that, they don't know how to write persuasively in order to guide someone to go out, pull out their credit card, and buy something. What else do we have? Let me just think. You can be a ghostwriter. You can write people's posts on their Facebook pages or their Twitter or even their Instagram. Okay? What else can you do? You can run TikTok ads. You can run Facebook ads. You can do Instagram ads. There are many different permutations out there, but I highly, highly, highly recommend aiming to do a service, right? And copywriting is probably the most straightforward, and it's the one with the most content available out there, okay? Then you would have to decide on an industry or a niche to serve. But you don't have to have it set in stone. You can change it later. But I would suggest narrowing it down to like 3 different niches that you can target. And then you look them up on Google, you look them up on LinkedIn, on Instagram, whatever it is. You try to get in contact with the key decision makers, with the CEO, the founder, the chief marketing officer, the marketing manager, anyone who could remotely make a decision in terms of giving you work and paying you for it. Okay, and then you choose one of these channels or maybe 2 of them, and you just start firing away. You're not going to be perfect right off the bat. You just have to start getting in contact and generating meetings with these people. If you do not have customers or clients, you don't have a business. Okay. And by the way, this is all predicated on you doing an online business. If you live in the States, in Canada, in the UK, whatever, and you don't mind doing some labor, then I would actually recommend against starting an online business, at least right away. And I would rather you start an offline service business. And that means you can cut lawns, you can wash windows, you can pressure wash driveways. Anything that is in the physical world that involves a service, right? There are a lot of girls out there who like to, not necessarily like, but they offer doing nails as a service, or doing lashes as a service, or doing, I think I came across one girl the other day who was doing mobile spray tans, right? There's all sorts of stuff out there. And frankly, I mean, I think you probably know this. A lot of people out there just don't want to work. They're just too lazy. They can't be bothered. They don't know how to stay on top of things. So if you're willing to do an offline business, then you could actually make money pretty quickly. But that's a topic for a different video. I know a lot of you are still interested in doing something online, so that's this video right here. So you choose a channel, you get in contact with these people, and your prerogative, your task is to generate more meetings, right? Get these people either to respond to your emails, or ideally you get them on the phone. You talk to them. You try to figure out what they need. You try to figure out if you can actually deliver it. And even if you can't necessarily, just tell them you can. You know, don't quote me on this. Don't sue me. But if they say, yeah, we need someone to write our Facebook ads and do out and make some videos for us or whatever, just tell them, yeah, you can do it. Collect some money, right? Figure out what your competitors are charging. Charge the same, charge more. Excuse me. And then figure it out, right? Figure it out once you've got some money in the bank, so that you have some skin in the game and your client has some skin in the game. Because no one wants to work for a client that says, yeah, just go out and do this for me and then I'll pay you. No. Because then they can just turn around and be like, nah, I don't like the work that you did or whatever. Because that doesn't work in your favor. You're in business to make money. And worst case scenario, if you can't deliver it, you can just give back the money, okay? So that is, you're generating meetings, and then you don't stop until you set up these meetings and you close them, okay? That's the important part. That's when the rest of the work falls into place, right? You can either deliver these services yourself, or you can hire someone to do them for you, right? I would recommend you do it yourself and learn how to do it as best as you can and develop some systems and processes, so that then you can be more comfortable bringing someone on to follow those processes that you've already laid out, so that as a business owner, you're doing the most important thing, which is generating more business, so that eventually you can even remove yourself completely from the equation and get someone else to be there to generate business for you while you manage the whole thing, okay? That's it in a nutshell. Business is those components: deciding on a service, deciding on an industry or people to serve, deciding on a way to get in touch with them, doing the work to get in touch with them and generate those meetings, close the meetings or close the deals, and then deliver. And then you just repeat. And ideally, you're getting better at generating these meetings, getting better at closing these deals, and you're getting better at delivering the service. If you want to transition into putting out a product later on, probably ideally about how you managed to build this business up, right? Because people want to know how you're doing it, then you can do it, right? Of course, be genuine and don't be like these charlatans out here who are selling courses or books or coaching on how to build a business as a copywriter or something, for example, when they don't even make their money from that anymore, or they maybe made some money, but they realize that it could be more lucrative to just lie out their ass and sell those programs. So be very wary and careful about those things. I mean, besides that, there's not really much else to say. I just want you to have a very clear idea of what it actually requires and what it is. You're going to be sending hundreds of emails. You're going to be making lots of calls. People are afraid to pick up the phone and cold call, but it still works, because with an email, they can ignore you. With a cold call, they can hang up, but at least you know that they picked up and they heard something that you had to say, right? All of this stuff can be learned on YouTube. You can look up best cold calling scripts. You can look up best cold email templates, best Instagram templates, and you can try different ones. You have to test, right? I say right a lot. I noticed that lately when I was reviewing some of my videos, so I know it can be a little bit annoying. My apologies for that. But this is a testing game. If you can't sell yourself, if you can't market your own services, it's going to be very difficult to market and sell for others, right? So this is the very, very first test. You need to be able to pass this test. And like I said, it's tough at first because you're most likely juggling this with a job in order to pay your bills and live. And most will just give up before they even get their first client. If they do get their first client or customer, many will start to coast and get lazy, and they have to start all over from the beginning. Instead, and again, this is what most people don't do. If you want to succeed, this is what you need to do. Once you get that first client, don't stop. Double down. Get out there and book more meetings. Close more deals. Or start hiring someone to help you with that. Just keep going. You want to get to the point where you have more business than you can handle. That's a good quality, high quality problem to have. It's a good problem to have. So, if you guys have any questions about this at all, please hit me up. I'm even thinking of starting to do consultations soon for free, because I really don't want other people to continue going through these same issues and banging their head against the wall trying to figure out what they're doing wrong. Most of you are definitely smart enough to do this. It just requires grit and it requires clarity. A lot of clarity. So, grit, clarity, and commitment, because if you're jumping around and trying to target a different niche every week and trying to offer a different service every week, then of course it's not going to really work out for you. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and I seriously am considering opening up my calendar for consultations soon, which will be totally free. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. Until then, take care.